Hello and welcome back to another video. So you join me whilst we're clearing out the sight glass on the truck. Now we're going to have to do a bit of jetting here because there's some rags and stuff in it. After this we've got a house to go jet all the drains through at. We've got a park that's got some water coming out on a hill they want us to find out about, and also we have a air blower to go fit on a treatment plant. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be great, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe at the end.
Okay, so as I said in the intro, we've got a sight glass on the truck. Basically, this shows how much is in the tank. As you fill it up with liquids, it starts showing on that glass. But there's a load of rags and things like that wedged in the top of it that's stopping it working. Now, we've tried getting a brush in there and we've decided the best thing we can probably do with it is just to put the jetter up through there. Tick back up for it. Alright. Alright. Don't want a lot of pressure. Stick it on with just a top. Sorry. Yeah, wet, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Put the hose right where you're going to fall over it. Yeah. Nah, it's all the way down. What? Fell out. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Wet wipes. So that'd be the problem. Spot us. Right at the top there. I think you are. Yeah, I'd say you are. Some at the top. There's some at the top. You reckon? Yeah. In there. There's some of it. So with that problem sorted out, let's head down to the local park where they've got some water coming up through the grass and they're suspecting it's the drain from their skate park. So I've backed the van right up to it, but this is the downstream manhole from the drain in the skate park. So I'll just take you across there now to show you the drain we've got in there. Okay, so this is the problem they've got. Now, they're convinced this is due to the drain from the skate park. I'm not so sure because they reckon it's always wet. I think it's more likely to be a water main or something like that. Or even groundwater, to be honest. Now, the thing is they've asked us to come in, jet the drain through from the skate park and try and investigate this. So we'll see what we can do. So let's chuck a bucket of water down our gully and see what branch it is that we need. Okay, so nothing particularly exciting happened with the jetting. It seems to be pretty clear flowing. So I'm just going to put a bit of blue drain dye in the bottom of here. We'll pump some water down and see if that starts showing further down the hill. That should be more than enough, if not too much. So, I'm not seeing no signs of the blue dye. It seems like it's pretty clear water. It also seems like it's been running for quite a while. Now, I've just remembered there's a river at the bottom of here, so I'm going to walk down there and make sure we haven't turned the river blue. Okay, I think we're all good. So let's go see what's going on in that gully in the skate park. So they did say they cleared this out fairly recently, but yeah, kids being kids, there's a broken bit of gully there. Now, according to one of our drivers, this was broken fairly recently. The cover was off and it's just full of rubbish. Also found a load of Allen keys in here and a bit of silt. Okay, so I'm out of water and we had a truck in the area. So what I've done is I've got him to pop in. I'm going to stick some green dye in the gully and we're going to pump loads of water down it and see if anything shows then.
Yeah. Go for it. I just gotta blow it from there. Yeah.
Okay, so they want to get this gully jetted through yearly. Now I have suggested to them, I reckon it'd make a great video, so I'm hoping they go for it, to have the actual skate park jet washed as well. I wouldn't mind doing that, spending the day here in the summer. Okay, so we pumped about a quarter of a tank of water down there, out of the combi, plus everything I've already put down there. So let's walk back down the hill and see if anything's showing at all one last time.
I imagine as it's...
So there's still no sign of that dye, so I'm fairly confident it's got nothing to do with the drain from the skate park. More than likely, it's a burst water pipe or groundwater. But yeah, it's hard to prove without digging a hole there really, or someone who's an expert in those fields. But we got no sign of the dye, so all we can really sell on it is if they want to investigate the drain further, then they're going to need a camera survey, and we'll put a camera down through the pipe and see if it's heading in this direction and if there's any defects. Okay, so before we leave, let's do one more check and make sure we haven't turned the river green this time.
No, I'm not sure there's enough camera to... Well, that's not green there. Any of that green?
That green is green.
Luminous. It might not even go there. Obviously you got the bypass up there, haven't you? So it could. But the drain is coming this way, isn't it?
Well, the outlet is diagonally down the hill.
Oh yeah, you didn't look down the manhole, did you? Yeah, it's coming this way.
The thing is, it's Audi as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite luminous. Yeah, I don't see no sign of that.
So yeah, there's no sign of that dye. Now, I could walk around videoing the river in the park all day, but I got other jobs to be doing. Okay, so it's actually the next day, but we are at one of our domestic customers' houses, and basically they want their drainage jetted through. They got a number of problems inside, mainly down to smells. I think a lot of it's down to they don't use all the showers in the house. There's quite a few different en-suites and toilets and stuff like that. So I've suggested they make sure their water traps are all full up on the showers and things like that, but we're going to jet all the drainage through anyway, as that's what they've asked us to do. They also had problems with roots a couple of years back as well. So over in this corner of the garden we have a manhole. Now this is the last manhole before it goes out to the road. There's also a number of manholes up the side that I just dragged the hose pipe up. We'll have a look at those in a second. But let's start by getting this cover up. Okay, so we've got an upstream on this side with an old liner sticking out of the mouth of it. And on the left hand side, we've got an old Victorian interceptor that someone's filled the rodding in on. So, further up the other side of the gate where the hose pipe went, we've got these little chambers here that have each got a branch going into the house. And then further up here, we've got another chamber that's a bit of a bigger chamber that takes most of the stuff at the back of the house. So under this manhole we got to change the direction, and then it goes back in under the house towards the kitchen. So let's do a before and after. So I've got the camera out, so we're going to run the camera down the line and see what it looks like before, and then we can see what it looks like after. Okay, so this is the before. As you can see, it's a bit dirty. There's little bits of all sorts hanging about in this pipe. Now, the camera's currently in a drain liner someone's installed previously. So as you can see, it's definitely due a good jet through to give it a good clean. There are little sections in this that hold in a little splash of water, but we'll jet it through first and we'll see what it looks like once we finish jetting. And then I spotted this that looks like it could be a wet wipe. So I'm just going to see if I can push this up to the next manhole so we can get it out from there. So now that's out the way, we can carry on up the line. Once again, we've got a little bit of water holding in the bottom of the drain run. It's still looking a bit dirty. It's not the worst I've seen, but like I said, we'll give it a jet through. Again, a little bit more water holding here. We then got a really oddly placed junction just before the manhole as we come into the next manhole. You might be able to make out the one on the right hand side's blanked off. We're then carrying up through, you can see that lime scaly greasy stuff along the bottom of the pipe. And there's still a little bit of water in the bottom. Admittedly, some of it I'm pushing up with the camera. We've then got a bit of a displaced joint here. And then as we come up to the larger manhole at the top, we've then got this sludgy, leafy build up in the pipe, and we then end up in the manhole. So the best jet we've got to get this pipe nice and clean is our Warthog jet. Now, I've probably said it before, but they make great descaler jets and root cutters and degreasing jets, and yeah, they're known for being one of the best. Now, as you can see, the fitting's leaking a bit. That's simply because I only did it up hand tight and didn't do it up the spanner. Okay, so the thing for Warthog jet is it's a spinner jet. You might be able to make out from the water that's coming back the power of this thing. So we're just going to let this jet go through nice and slowly and let the jets cover the full area of that pipe. Now the trick with a spinner jet is the slower you can go up through, the better coverage you get of the pipe work, and therefore the better the clean you get. So sometimes what you'll see when people are jetting is they'll let the jet go up 100 miles an hour. Now, there's various situations where you want to do it quickly. That can be when you've got low water or you're trying to clear a blockage or something like that. But when it's a case of actually wanting to clean something, you definitely want to be doing it slowly. So as this jet goes through, you can see the forward facer, which is great for if you've got like a big clump of roots or grease or something like that. That jet cuts through lovely. So it just clears a way for the jet to go through. You've then got the two on the back spinning. They're the ones that do the main bit of cleaning. They're the ones that you want to get the full coverage on the pipe. And they also drag everything back towards us. Okay, you might want to step back from your phone. Okay, sorry if anyone got wet, but I did try to warn you. So I'm now going to pull the jet back towards me, and the same again, I'm going to pull it back nice and slowly and let that Warthog cover as much of the pipe as possible. So we're going to get our camera back in and see if this drain's looking any better. So straight away I'd say it's looking a lot cleaner. Now you can see that liner a little bit more clearly now. So there's still little bits of water sitting in the bottom, but they're obviously not suffering from blockages, so I don't really think that's too much of an issue. Now, I'm suspecting this liner is to do with the root issues they used to get with this drain run. So I'm just going to speed this section up because nothing particularly interesting happens in it until we get a bit further through. Okay, so we've just got to the end of that liner. You can see the colour difference in pipe, and we're now coming into that first plastic manhole and then carrying on up the pipe. Again, we got a little bit of water holding there, but nothing overly major. Now, if they were getting blockages, I'd say it's a bit more of an issue, but they haven't been getting blockages, so yeah, it's just one of those things. What can you do? Again, we got that weird junction coming in, and then we come into the next manhole. So we then get to this section where the plastic changes back to clay. There's a couple of little displacements. Again, nothing too major. Same again on that one. And as we carry on up, I did notice something, which is, I think is the next joint. Nope, must be the one after. Yep, this joint here. If you look directly at the bottom, there's a crack in the pipe. So I think what we'll do is recommend a patch liner on that, just so the customer is aware of it, and obviously a patch liner will stop it getting any worse in the future. I think there's also a little crack at the top I've just noticed as well. So it's up to them whether they get that sorted out, but it could become a bigger issue in the future. So we're now going to carry on with the camera, and we're now going into the bigger manhole. Okay, so the other main line to jet is this one here in towards the house. So judging by the colour of the water, this is also a very dirty line. So we managed to jet out a couple of pieces of glass. I'm not entirely sure where they came from. And growing into the manhole, there's a couple of roots, so I'm just going to pull them out before they start growing too big and start clogging up the drain that way. Okay, so we also have this gully. It's taken the kitchen sink, so I just want to flow test it. I've disconnected the waste pipe just to make it easier to get the cover off. So we're going to pump some water down there with the jetter and just watch it come through the manhole. Make sure it's flowing okay. So it seems to be flowing through okay. You can see the dirt that's washing through from the trap on the bottom of the gully. But yep, other than that, it seems all good. So whilst we got the jet and hose out, why not give the manholes a bit of a wash around before we put them back down. And then we'll do exactly the same to this chamber as well. And once again, this chamber's got roots growing into it as well, so we'll pull them out whilst we're here. Okay, so with that done, let's go on to what is probably one of the easiest jobs that I do. I just need to go and replace an air blower on a treatment plant. Okay, so this is nice and simple. It's a case of take the lid off the box. I've already unplugged the old air blower because it stopped working a couple of days ago. So all we need to do is unscrew this Jubilee, take the air line off and put the new air blower in. Okay, so we've actually started putting these Japanese air blowers in. Now, it's one of those, they sent us a free sample, we tried it, and they're a lot better. They don't rattle half as much as the others, they're a lot quieter, they seem better built. Now, the only thing is you're better off joining these with the rubber joiner they come with, because these don't have the little brass fitting that kind of holds it on with the other ones. So the way I do this is put the rubber fitting on, and I put a little plastic joiner between the rubber fitting and the air hose. That just gives you something to clamp the Jubilee clip down on, and holds it on there a lot better. So with the new air blower installed in the tank, you can see it bubbling nicely in the middle. Okay, so what I like with these air blowers is you get a nice little instruction manual with them. You also get another instruction manual with them that's really detailed and tells you how to repair them and change diaphragms and stuff like that. And you also get a 1-year warranty with them. Now, this isn't an advert for them, I just genuinely like them. You also get a little install date card, which is quite good. Which I then had to go back and stick on top of the air blower because I totally forgot. So, thanks for joining me for another video. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you could leave a comment, that'd be amazing. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel as big as possible, so every single one of you counts. Thank you to everyone that is subscribed. Thank you to anyone who's left a comment, left a like, anything like that. Thank you. Also, if you want to become a channel member, the options there, I think you've just got to click the join button. That gives you 3 upcoming videos that haven't been released. Like I always say, I'm not forcing you to, I don't expect anyone to, but if you want to, the option's there.
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.